We've been saying that almost nothing has happened so far that someone didn't catch on film, on photograph, on tape. And we have with us right now at the desk two of the videographers who were there at critical moments. Kevin Sutavee, who was there and filmed the aftermath, and you met earlier Evan Fairbanks, who shot one of those crucial scenes, one of those searing scenes of the plane going into the second tower. I'm just going to play again the footage that you shot, Evan, and let you tell us once again, when you looked through your lens and looked up, did you grasp what you were seeing, what the camera was recording?
There was no way I could possibly grasp what I was seeing. I just saw a flash come in on the left of the frame. I saw an airplane. I could identify it as an airplane, and I just thought, what is that doing in this area that's got to be controlled space? And before I finished that thought, it disappeared into the south side of the tower.
You know, it's exactly the thought that we had. We were sitting here on the air live because the first tower had been hit, and we knew something had happened. And we saw that plane come into the frame. We had a little bit more chance to see it before it hit the building than you did, but we saw it come into the frame, and my thought was, well, it's a big plane, but it must be an observation plane. It must be a fire plane. And I thought of the wildfires out west. Maybe it's bringing in water, you know, to fight the fire in the building. The concept that it was going to hit the tower is so foreign to all of us that you couldn't believe what you were seeing. And I still didn't believe it after it happened. Diane said, oh, my God. And I thought, well, that clears up the question of whether or not the first one was an explosion or accidental or whatever. This is a concerted attack on the World Trade Center. But you couldn't believe what you were seeing.
No, absolutely. I still can't believe it, what I'm seeing. I've seen it played back 15 or 20 times. I played it back in my camera 5 times.
Kevin, oh, excuse me. Kevin was there for the aftermath, the sort of counterpart to what you were doing. As we roll this footage, tell us again, as you wandered into the scene, what were you experiencing? You were right in the middle of all of the soot, the ash, the heat.
Basically, what I was experiencing was something I've never seen in my life, basically in person. And I think something that people don't really realize what's going on actually right now in the city. It's like people walking around outside, sitting at cafes, talking, joking, laughing. It's just disgusting what happened. And I wanted to say about bin Laden, if I heard that he said that he wanted to thank Allah, that he didn't do it, but nobody should be thanked for what happened there. It's ridiculous. It's not
we
right.
saw in your first scenes, we saw the buildings. We saw the architecture, the skeletons of the buildings. When you first went in, did you see people?
No, there's no people anywhere. We were walking around for, I was there all day yesterday and all night, basically, and to find people was very rare. Like, they found 3 people. It's very rare to find people. There's no traces of people. I saw a shoe, and I saw, you know, that's it. There's just too much material.
Again. It looks like an unbelievable movie set, what you saw there.
You can't believe it until you're there. On the TV, it's not even the same. It's, of course, you know. I think you might have walked there. I'm not sure, but
you boil it down to a box that's 21 inches or 24 inches across, and it's not the same. And
as we told everybody last night, when you're walking through it, you're up to your way above your ankles, both in the soot and in the paper, the financial documents, and you look down, and they have such a plaintive irrelevance to anything important in life as you're making your way through this complete carpeting of financial documents that blew out of the window.
But mixed into that is also all these random personal effects, like a pocketbook or a high heel shoe or a glove or something that makes it so human.
Well, as we said, it is a modern phenomenon that almost everything is captured on videotape, and we thank you both for coming.